Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, if you're self employed with bad credit, I'm going to show you some of the easiest places you should be able to qualify for business credit funding for your startup or your existing business. Now, the first place you want to look is with Capital One. Yeah, I know Capital One may not be one of the easiest institutions to work with, but here's the thing about it that Capital One has that other banks do not offer. They have this Spark Classic Business Credit Card here, okay? And all you need is at least a 580 credit score. Now, here's one thing that most people don't like about it with Capital One. They pull all three credit bureaus. However, many people are not aware that you can actually freeze two of your credit bureaus and they'll pull for just one credit bureau. All right, that's one thing. And the second thing, if you had an existing personal account with Capital One that's charged off over a year, many times they will look over that and still help you qualify for the Spark Classic Business Credit Card as well. Okay, so this is probably one of the easiest tier one, and it is a tier one institution that you can go to start building up with real business credit funding. We're not talking about net 30s. We're not talking about using a DUNS number. We're not talking about a paydex. None of that. For any of these institutions that I'm going to share with you, you don't need any of those things in order to qualify for funding. All right, so this is the only one that would look at your personal credit. It's Giggle Finance. Now, here's the thing about it with Giggle Finance that I keep telling people. It is a merchant cash advance type of institution. But the good thing about it, it has nothing to do with your credit. Okay, long as you have revenue coming into the business, they offer funding up to $5,000, no hidden fees. All right, and it's instant cash. Okay, now here's the thing about it. I continue to tell you guys, if you don't have a business bank account and if you're not set up on payroll, you're leaving tens of thousands of dollars on the table because you're not operating as a real business. Nonetheless, with Giggle can qualify. Excuse me, these are the people that can qualify for funding. If you're an Uber, Lyft, rideshare, handyman, task rapper, truckers, taxi. So if you're able to prove that you are generating revenue. Now, here's the thing about in terms of qualification. Most of the time with these type of lenders, you have to be in business for at least 90 days. That's all. So if you're self-employed with bad credit, but you have deposits going into your bank account or your business bank account, and you know that it's coming from one of those institutions, then they're able to qualify you for funding with no credit check. So you're not worried about the credit. Now, here's another institution. Next institution, and this is called Lenda. All right. Now, the interesting thing about Lenda, they offer freelance cash advances as well. Now, keep in mind, because you have challenging credit, your interest rate is going to be much higher. However, when you need money right away, whether it's to fix your car, to buy new tires, or to do some advertising or something like that, these are the type of places that are willing to work with you, okay? Up to $5,000 freelancers, 1099 workers, self-employed individual or small business owners. So they are very open to working with you. And like I said, the only downside is that they only loan up to $5,000, okay? But hey, it's no hard credit check. There's no credit check involved in this, okay? A low credit score won't impact your application. So it's all about your deposits, your business deposits, okay? So don't worry about the credit. It's all about, can you prove that you have an active bank account that has revenue coming into the bank account, all right? Now, for those of you that need more than $5,000, you have Funo. Now with Funo, they offer up to $10,000, okay? And they can get that to you within hours. And here's the best thing about it. This won't hurt your credit score. That's what we love seeing. We love seeing institutions that aren't focus on our credit score. We want institutions that are actually looking at our business model. Okay, so this is where you want to go to. And again, like I said, most of these type of lenders, they may be merchant cash advances, but let's look at some of the criterias, all right, in order to get approved. So for freelancers, as you can see, Uber, Lyft, Rideshare, trucks, taxi, event planners, Amazon Etsy. So even if you sell online, they're able to help you get qualified for funding. And their requirements, you need to connect your bank account to Plaid or to Decision Logic. Okay, so they can actually see proof that you have regular deposits coming in from your side gig or side hustle. Now, the minimum for this here company, they want you to be making at least $1,500 a month, and you have to be in business for at least 3 months. Okay, like I said, if you have bad credit, you're self-employed, and you need money, these are going to be the institutions that you need to work with, because we know that your credit unions and your regular banks will not be able to fund you. So you have to go to places that will fund you, even though the interest rate may be much higher. Now, there's another institution called Fair Figure. Now, the interesting thing about Fair Figure, they offer business credit cards, all right? Now, this is why I like them, because they give loans anywhere from 500 up to 500,000, okay? And it has nothing to do with your credit. That has nothing to do with your credit, all right? It's all about what's coming into your business bank account. Also, with this here type of company, they're similar to NAB, okay? Because they give you your business credit scores as well as your personal credit scores. In your transactions and stuff, they actually are reporting to Equifax, Fundex, Credit Safe, Experian, TransUnion. Now, in order to qualify, they have a Fundex score of 30 or higher. All right. So you having good deposits coming in from your business and stuff like that. That's what they look for. They have nothing to do with your personal credit, but you can actually get your business credit monitoring from them as well as your personal credit scores. Now, understanding with your personal credit scores, they are Vantage scores, okay? And I've made plenty of videos showing you which institutions that will work with you when you have a Vantage score. So many of us, we would go to Credit Karma, we would see our TransUnion Vantage score as well as our Equifax Vantage score, okay? And so I've talked to you about where to go and how to leverage your Vantage scores as well. Now, if I'm doing a good job, if this video helps you, please give me a like and a comment below and share the video. It really helps the algorithm. Here's a question. Can I apply for capital after I've applied? So once you set up your account with Fair Figure, what ends up happening is that you can actually apply for a loan. And this is what I mean about a Fundex of 30 or above. Okay, so that 30 or above, again, it mainly consists of your deposits and everything. It has nothing to do with the credit, okay? So that's the thing about it. Now, there's one other lender in the market. It's called Newco Capital Group, okay? And they give you funding with no credit check as well, okay? No hard credit pull. So it's not about the credit with them. Again, they are merchant cash advance. They are, or they're planning on offering lines of credit soon. They just haven't started doing it. But the good part about this, we can see the criteria, all right? Be in business at least 1 year. Annual revenue at least $50,000. So you're making about $4,200 a month, okay? But see the credit score? 550 credit score. So you're not looking at a hard credit score or whatever. You can actually qualify with a very low credit score. And then you have to have a business bank account. Now, one other key I want to tell you guys, and this is why a lot of small business owners, self-employed, they miss out on a lot of money. I keep telling you guys, when you start your business, make sure not only you open it up with a tier one financial institution, which is like your Chase, Citibank, Capital One, because those are the ones that report to the Business Credit Bureau. However, you also want to open up a PayPal business account. So that way, any revenue that's coming through the business, it would go through your PayPal business account first, and then you transfer the money over to your regular business account. The reason is because if you're doing that, PayPal will actually give you a loan as well without looking at the personal credit also. All right. So for those of you that may have questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative accounts off of the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.